Yeah, I mean, well, George always said, like, we didn't want people to feel like they were eating their spinach, like, to come to them. And, you know, you want
Yeah, you go to the movies for fun.
Yeah, yeah, it's got to be funny and entertaining, and you know, it's okay if it's got, you know, if it's thought provoking, but it's got to be entertaining first. That's kind of our job. So.
Yeah.
Can you talk about the two aspects of film? Because I feel like there's two very separate films, but it's great how it got merged together. Because you have this kind of crazy family who's not too bright, and then you have this suburban life that's not going so well for another family.
Right, right, and I think George had said he wanted to. It was really in response to kind of a lot of the campaign rhetoric last year, and you know, building walls and scapegoating minorities and immigrants, and he wanted to make a movie about that, and so this perfectly nice family moves into this neighborhood, but because they're African American, which is based on Levittown, Pennsylvania, where this really happened in 1957, and this family, the Myers family, moved into this all-white suburb, and the people petitioned to have them kind of kicked out just because of the color of their skin, and so that the movie gets kind of more and more absurd, where by the end I'm bicycling around covered in blood, having murdered people, and nobody's looking at me because they're blaming the Myers family for everything. And you only see the Myers family from a distance because nobody ever bothers to go get to know them. It's just they're completely judged, and offenses built around their house, simply because of the color of their skin.
Now, Julianne, what was it like for you to play your own twin? You're playing Margaret and Rose, who seem like two very different characters, only because one's kind of very mischievous.
Yeah, well, it's interesting because one of them has the life that the other wants. The life that Rose has, she's dissatisfied with because it's been kind of destroyed by her accident. So she's angry and unhappy. And Margaret who's a character that seems so lovely, so sweet, and so helpful, is somebody who has no agency, no autonomy. She's unmarried, so that means she doesn't own any property. She has a job that's sort of marginal, and the only way she sees herself as having a successful life is by marrying somebody, preferably her sister's husband. So it was interesting to play characters whose concerns were so important to them, but that were so focused, on this family. Like I said, Maggie's only way to any kind of life is to stay with this man.
While talking about the sister's husband, I think you're my favorite character only because he's just not bright, perhaps? I don't know what's going through his mind while he's thinking all this. What do you think was going through his mind while he's trying to come up with this giant scheme that clearly probably isn't going to work?
Yeah, it's really fun watching characters kind of in over their heads, and he's somebody who, he's just not quite smart enough to pull this off. And every scene starts with him trying to assert control over whoever he's in the scene with, and he can just never do it. And that's just kind of fun to watch that. We laughed a lot as we made it, just watching this kind of pattern repeat itself.